Hi, I'm Radian, and I'm going to show you how to level up items in Borderlands 3. The first thing you're going to want to do is install Cheat Engine. Make sure it is at least version 7 or above. Then you're going to want to download the cheat table that I link in the description. It will be a .ct file. You can just put it wherever, or you can put it in Cheat Engine's My Cheat Tables folder in your Documents folder. So with Cheat Engine running and the game running, you're going to want to click this glowing button and choose the game, Borderlands 3. It's asking me to load the associated table because I put it in the My Documents Cheat Tables folder. If you did not do that, you can just click this little open button here and then browse to it manually. So with it attached to Borderlands and with it running, we're going to come down here to find raw item data, check it, and this may take a couple seconds, depending on the speed of your computer and how long you've been running Borderlands 3, because it's got to search through the game's memory to find the right code to patch. So now it has no data right there. You can see there's no values. So we need to go into our inventory, and in order to tell it what item to upgrade, we just need to point at the item. So here I have the Dastardly Amazing Grace, which is a quest reward, but I got it when I was level 35, or when the quest was level 35. I'm level 57 now. I want to raise that 35 to a 57. So I could just come over here, and there's the 35 for me to change. Now, one thing to note, be careful if you have multiple items in your inventory and you go to Alt-Tab. For example, let's say I was pointing at this Star Helix. Let's say I wanted to change its level. And if I go to Alt-Tab, you can see that the inventory shuffles when you Alt-Tab. So you can see there what the item I was pointing at changed. This is because by default, left control and left alt actually change the sort order. So if you want to be extra careful, only have one thing in your inventory at a time, or you can point at it to load the data and then move your cursor away so that when you alt tab, it doesn't end up pointing at something you didn't intend. So you can see here, the item is level 35, and we have item level actual and item level requirement. If all you want to do is just raise the item's level or set it to whatever, just double click both of these. Set it to 57, double click that, enter 57, hit OK, and there we go. Now when we point at it, it is level 57. Well, it is level 57 in the title card, but the stats have not updated. This is because the stats are only calculated when the item spawns or is loaded. So what we need to do, you can see, is 562 damage. We simply need to save and reload the game. And now when we save it, it is saved as level 57, and when we reload it, it will rebuild the item as a level 57 item. Because it doesn't save a weapon's exact stats, it saves what level it is, what it's made of, and what the exact parts are, and then it calculates those on load. So now we can see it is a level 57 Dastardly Amazing Grace, and the damage has gone up from about 500 to 3,739. So the item has gone up in level. Couple notes. One thing is you can change the requirement down. So for example, if I set this to 1 and then I drop the item and pick it back up, you can see it is still level 57 as far as the stats are calculated, but the level requirement is 1. You can use this to equip higher level things on lower level characters without actually lowering them down if you wanted to. Also, as far as raising the actual item level, as of this patch right now that I'm recording in, which is the latest patch and hotfix with DLC 2 released, and you can see the date right there. The maximum item level the game will accept is level 103. If you were to try to make it even higher, so let's say let's make it 200 requirement. It says 200 right there. We drop it and pick it up. See right there, it says 200, but if we were to save and load, it would go down to 103 for some reason. I don't know if that's any sort of plan they have or whatever, but here is how you raise and lower your items. Just be careful. You can see there are warnings here. If you do not see the actual item's level here, then that means the game has patched or something has changed or broken, and do not edit these values because you'll be editing something else. So this is a little risky. I would recommend really just waiting for a save editor to come out, but it's been months and there's no signs of a save editor coming out yet. So I made this for people to use in the meantime for the most common request, which was item leveling.